So we have completed till royalties. Now we'll start with keyman insurance. Keyman insurance is made on a key person of a company. Often key person is an employee of a company. Employee of a company. If he's an employee of a company, suppose a key person means he knows everything about the company, the hardcore things about the company. So such insurance are made on the keyman. So if such insurance is received, it will be part of income from salary. But if he is not an employer, he is a freelancer, then it will be part of income from other sources. This is also similar like remuneration. So just read it for the paper, if it might come for 1 or 2 marks in fill-ups, objectives, or not fill-ups, true or false, with for giving reasons. You have to know this because there is no section related to this. You should know what it is. Either it might come in the income statement, the such income has been received, then what you have to do, if he was an employee, then it will be part of income from salary. If not, then income from other sources. I hope you have understood. Family pension. Family pension, you know what is family pension? The government servants are paid pension. Firstly, the pension is a part of salary, but the family pension normally means what does normally means? Normally means the family pension is received by an government servant who is alive. That is 1/3 of the amount received, or a maximum of 15,000 per annum, whichever is lower. Normally means whichever is lower the pension. Such pension will be the part of income from other sources. But if the pension is received by him during his service, it will be the part of income from salary. But it is after the retirement period. After the retirement period, the pension is received by a live government servant, the 1/3 of the amount, because the pension received is a huge amount. It might be of 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs. So if it is of 3 lakhs, 1 lakh, or 15,000, only 15,000 exemption will be available. So you have to write in the income statement, income from other sources, family pension 1 lakh less 15,000 per annum, outer column 85,000. But if a family pension, it is a family pension, not an individual pension. So remember, family pension received by family of armed forces who died during the operation at a duty is fully exempt under section 10 subsection 90. So do you think the person who has lost his life for the country, and the country will ask such person, come on, pay the tax on the pension, do you think it is ethically correct? So that's why the lawmakers have said the family pension received by a family of armed forces who died during providing his service to the country, and we are paying him such pension to give a financial assistance to his family, and after giving such assistance we are asking them to pay tax on it. It is unethical. So that's why it has been given exemption under section 10 subsection 19. I'm seeing all these stories because in exam sometimes, because after reading so much, after solving so many exams, there might be a small chances that you might forget something, a small point. Then you can remember, see, he has already died for serving the country, and now if government will ask whether it is right or wrong, just think. Here there is no criteria, no formula, 1/3 of the amount received or whatever, or maximum of 15,000, whichever is lower. There is nothing no formula like that. It is normal. I hope you have understood this. Please copy it. I hope you have copied this. Fees for board meetings are fully taxable. The board of directors receive fees. The board of directors receive fees for attending such meetings. The amount received by such board of directors will not be the part of their salary. It will be the part of income from other sources, because they are not providing the salary. It is just a meeting fees, but it is fully taxable. There was no space for putting it in the income from salary, so that's why they have put it in income from other sources, because the income should be important. The tax paying is important. The heads are also important, but the main important thing is to pay the tax. This is where fees for board meeting, they have to pay tax on it if they receive such meeting fees. Agriculture income. Remember, agriculture income both in direct tax and indirect tax. Income received from agriculture income are fully exempt. There is one sum, one typical type of sum. I'll teach you not now. I'll teach you when teaching you business and profession. Business and profession will take me more lectures to reach business and profession. Now I'll complete this chapter. After that, I'll do 80 deductions because someone has commented they want 80 deductions chapter. So I'll do that first, then later I'll do income from salary, then afterwards I'll do income from business and profession, then I'll show how to compute. I'll do 2 or 3 sums or income statement. So just be patient. When I solve income statement and make you all explain, I'll take 2-3 typical sums and I'll make you all explain. That time you will feel you have understood the entire income tax, the entire direct tax you have understood. So see, agriculture income, land in India, then fully exempt under section 10 subsection 1. I hope you have written this somewhere before also. When I have thought income will not form part of the total income of the SSC, I remember this. See, land outside India, it is fully taxable. It's just a waste of time. Outside India, why it will be exempt in India? Dividend, very simple. Dividend section is under section 10 subsection 34. If dividend is received by an Indian company, if you are an equity shareholder and you have received a dividend, then it is fully exempt under section 1034. So that's why the SEBI is encouraging the people to invest in the equity share, because it is a tax savior. The income received from such dividend is taxable, but out of the cooperative housing study. But if the dividend is received from cooperative housing society, it is fully taxable, and dividend received from the foreign company is also fully taxable. So I don't need to explain you right now what this dividend is. I hope it is self-explanatory. Dividend of the Indian company is fully exempt under section 1034. Cooperative is fully taxable. Foreign company is fully taxable. Income from units of UTI and mutual funds are exempt under section 1035. Remember, 34 and 35 are exempt. Section 1034, section 1035 are fully exempt. It is exempt. Units of UTI mutual funds are all debts. They are the owners of the company. They are the creditor of the company. Mutual funds is something different. Mutual fund is a whole new concept. It is something very big. I don't want to explain you right now. I'll explain you in some other lecture what it is, but right now it is not needed. Investing in mutual funds, UTI, this is also kind of, they are not the owners, they are creditors only. Now something important has popped up. Advance money received forfeited after 1/4/14, and such advance will not be reduced from cost of acquisition. Remember where I taught you cost of acquisition? I hope you are remembering capital gain. See what it is. Now I need to write and explain you what it is. See, Mr. X. I hope it is. No, wait. I'll bring my pen. Mr. X owned property, say 2 lakhs in 1989, transferred to Mr. Y, who gave advance of rupees 50,000. Who gave advance of how much? 50,000. But unfortunately, he was not able to pay the full amount. Therefore, Mr. X forfeited full 50,000. Yeah. Sorry. Full 50,000. Therefore, while calculating income from capital gain, cost of acquisition, that is 2 lakhs that we reduce, will be further reduced by 50,000 because the advance money was forfeited. That time there was one provision: if Mr. X had transferred to Mr. Y this Y, but it was unsuccessful. Later, Mr. X free transfers to his son. So for the son, cost of acquisition will not be 1,50,000, it would have been 2 lakhs. But the provisions have changed now. From 1/4/2014, advance money will not be reduced from cost of acquisition, but will be part of income from other sources. I hope you have understood what it is. Please copy this much. You copy this, it will help you. I hope you have copied this. I have taught this much now. I hope you have written this, but I am not able to recall you have written this or not. Please copy it, giving you time. Please copy this dividend, giving you time. And our income from other sources are completed today. I hope you all are liking my lectures. Please share my videos. Thank you. Bye.